Good morning, gentlemen. I'm going to talk to you on a very important topic, which is very vital for the subcontinent, and that is the game of cricket and the World Cup, which has started or rather commenced in India. This is the T20 Series World Cup, and 20 teams are participating. But what has happened is that Pakistan has refused to come and play against India, number one. Number two, earlier, Bangladesh had made some preposterous demands. They wanted that their matches be shifted to Sri Lanka and they would not come to India to play because of security considerations, which was rejected by the ICC, and Bangladesh was expelled from the tournament. Now, that is the basis of this. There have been a lot of hectic parleys going on, and I've been wondering why this should have happened. I think the roots are in the enmity of Bangladesh and Pakistan with India. And of course, the Indians are responding in kind. So let's look at the background of what happened. There was a match between India and Pakistan some time ago, and which India won, and the Indian captain refused to shake hands with the Pakistan team. And in addition, he made a very incendiary speech in which he talked about Operation Sindoor and the Pakistan sponsored attack on tourists in Gulmarg in Kashmir, in which 28 Indians were killed. Well, that was the beginning. It was a very, very sad occurrence that should have happened. And it continued. After that, the Indians refused to receive the trophy from the Pakistani member of the ICC. And so the ball was set rolling, and Pakistan was smarting for that. Then the Indian board committed another big mistake, which I feel is a mistake, and the man responsible is Mr. Jayant Shah, who is the son of the Home Minister. What did he do? They had an auction for the Indian Premier League cricket, where the cricketers are auctioned for a vast sum of money, and I might point out that the Indian Premier League is the richest league as far as the cricket is concerned in the world. And 80% of the finances of the the ICC, International Cricket Conference, come from India. So Bangladesh was called. Some of the Bangladeshi players were called for the auction, and one of them was selected for rupees 10 crores by Kolkata Knight Riders, a team which is sponsored by the film star Shah Rukh Khan. Well, since the player was on auction, he was purchased, and net result of that was there was a hue and cry in India how a Bangladeshi could play in India's Premier League and earn money. Earlier, of course, a couple of seasons back, the Pakistani cricketers was totally debarred from playing in India. So, gentlemen, this was the background. And then, Jayant Shah went to action on the advice of the Home Minister. The government issued a letter to the Kolkata team to dispense with the services of this Bangladeshi player, who I wouldn't like to name here, and he was sent back to Bangladesh. It was a big blow to Bangladesh prestige, and net result is Bangladesh refused to come to play any cricket matches in India because they felt humiliated, and also they felt that the only bogeys they could raise was security, and they said we got security concerns in India, which is a lot of bull. It's got no value. The ICC rejected the Bangladesh problem, and so the matter should have ended there. Bangladesh was expelled. But Pakistan, which has been harping for a long time, and earlier Bangladesh was a colony of East Pakistan and was called East Pakistan. So they were looking for inroads to get inside the polity of Bangladesh. And once Sheikh Hasina was removed, what happened after that, Bangladesh and Pakistan began to come closer and closer. And that result was that Pakistan said, we will not, in solidarity with the Bangladesh cricket team, play in India. So the Pakistan government issued a statement accordingly and instruction to the cricket board, and later on they said, you can play in the tournament, but you will not play against India. So that is the background of it. Hectic negotiations continued. I think the fault is on the both sides, Pakistan and India and Bangladesh, because sport is not something that should be mixed with politics. But unfortunately, that's what's happening in the subcontinent. And the net result is much of the sheen and the glamour of the World Cup went off once Bangladesh was not playing and then Pakistan refusing to come. But now, as per my reports which are coming in, Pakistan is expected to play under threat from the ICC, but they've been making some stipulations and conditions. First of all, they would like India to tour Pakistan, that's number one, and they would like that Bangladesh should not be penalized financially. So these are all the topics which are going on. And really, I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but the fact remains that India and Pakistan will play their match on the 16th of February in Colombo. Much of this impetus for this was given by the president of Sri Lanka, who spoke to the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and told Shahbaz Sharif and told him that if you don't come, Sri Lanka will be suffering a grave loss, because an India-Pakistan match costs and earns almost millions of dollars, and will be lost, and the financial aspect will be catastrophic because India-Pakistan clashes carry a lot of weight. So, gentlemen, I think the Pakistan team the board has accepted that they'll play in India. The matter is now with the government, and most likely the government will also agree. But it's a very sad occurrence, I should say, that sport has crept into politics like anything. You really don't know what's happening. Because the hatred between India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, I think, is in the roots of 1947 when the partition took place. India, which had been one country in the British rule, was divided into three countries, rather two countries, which broke up into three countries within 25 years. The division was on the basis of religion, but then it really transpires that religion by itself has got no meaning. And ethnic and strife and language speaking also has a problem. So, gentlemen, it's a very, very sad situation, I would say. And I'm looking forward to the World Cup. It's a wonderful game, and I hope sanity prevails. I think the Indian board should not insist that you not shake hands or something like that. At the same time, the spirit of sportsmanship should be there. We should remember that when Russia, the USSR, and America were arch enemies, there were regular meetings between the American president and the Soviet leaders. It was not that they wouldn't shake hands. And right from 1955, Nikita Khrushchev went and shook hands with the American president at that time, Dwight Eisenhower. So that is the precedent. Now let's see what happens in the future. Cricket should be above politics, sport above politics. But then politics is so deeply rooted in the subcontinent, you really can't get away from it. I hope, gentlemen, you're liking this video of mine. I would be very glad if you could share it here, subscribe to my channel, and come back and, spread the word, comment. It'll be a great morale boost to me. Now, I have given my opinion on India. I think much of the fault would lie with India starting the ball rolling by not shaking hands, which is a very silly thing which the Indian captain did. And then talking of Operation Sindoor, they've got no relevance in a cricket match. Because if India had to really corner Pakistan, they should have said, well, look, we're not going to play you. We don't want to play you because you took part in these terrorist activities in Gulmarg and other places. So you didn't do that, and on top of it, you didn't shake hands, and then came that fiasco of the IPL. If there was a decision of the government not to allow the Bangladeshi players to play, they should not have been called. Why were they called? Who's going to answer that? Will Jayant Shah answer that? How did they come there? And if one was selected, why should the government not be discreet about it and tell the Kolkata team very quietly that please release the Bangladeshi player? So it was a humiliation. I think if such a thing had happened to an Indian player in, say, Pakistan or Bangladesh, I think the reaction would have been similar. So, gentlemen, it's part of the game. I mean, I don't know. Cricket is a global sport now, not in the sense of football, but in countries like India, Pakistan, and Australia, it's almost a religion. And India and Pakistan are feeding on a diet of cricket, and Bangladesh close behind, including Sri Lanka. I think much of the credit, if this match does take place, would go to the Sri Lankan president, who really intervened in a big way. And he's, of course, in a way, not really a friend of India. And he would be very happy that if India can be put on the back foot. But he knows that if that happens, Sri Lanka will lose a lot of money. And he won't like to try that trick. Well, gentlemen, I think I'm coming to the end of the video. Please subscribe to my channel, share it. Goodbye, God bless, and let's hope the matches get played.